sports show that's gonna make you sweat. And now, today's fearless players, wearing the burning blue from Lake Howell High School, Gina, the Destroyer, in the rowdy red from Oak Ridge Middle School, Jeremy Crash Salito! And in the playful purple from the Orlando Christian School, Little Tony Hello, I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena, home of Nickelodeon Guts, the action sports show where kids live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today's players will be battling their way through 4 outrageous events, and after that, they'll get a chance to tackle our radical rock, the Aggro Crag. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and he or she gets to take home a glowing piece of our radical rock. Now remember, all of our events are specifically designed with our players' safety in mind. They will be wearing safety equipment, and we'll have a professional stunt coordinator and stunt spotters with them at all times. So please, don't go trying this stuff at home. All right, now on to our first event, which takes archery to new heights. How else could you get at a target with 11 feet up in the air, only with some help from an elastic cord? Let's go to our referee, Maura, for the rules.
Well, Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will grab a crossbow and jump off the aerial bridge. The object of the game is to score as many bullseyes as possible in 60 seconds. Kids are still getting their harnesses on, so Mike?
What you're looking at right now, they're getting their harnesses on because they will be jumping from a platform 7 foot 6 inches high. Now, the aerial bridge that they're going to be jumping from, that is made of foam covered with a vinyl covering. Those handles right there are made of nylon webbing, and those foam paddings is cross-linked polyethylene foam. If that means anything to you, I'm just here to give you some useless information. That's it. They're getting their crossbows in their hand. It looks like they are ready to go. Let's go to Mo and get the mark set. All right.
Okay, so players, on your mark, get set.
And they are off. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is, Gina having some trouble at the beginning, dropping her crossbow. It is very important, I just want to start off by telling you, to get the momentum down. Everyone is having some trouble getting hung up. You've got to get a rhythm down here, jumping onto the ground and up. It is very important also. And there's what? We got the mat. Oh, Gina's back with the, we got a tie 1-1 with the Destroyer and Crash tying up. They're just letting go of those crossbows as they, there's Crash right there, determined to get, Gina's winning. It's 3-2 to 2, a very close game, folks. 16 seconds, 15, 14 seconds left. We got a tie score, 3-3 to 3. A very good score right here. It is Gina took the lead. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. A very, very close game, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrows all over our targets. They are sticking to those targets with Velcro. We've got the results from Maura. Let's go to her now.
Mike, we have a tie in first place with both Gina in blue and Tony in purple getting 4 bullseyes each. That leaves Jeremy in red in third place with 3 bullseyes.
All right, a tie at the end of our first round. Let's take a look at the Destroyer herself. Look at that technique. Her gymnastics have definitely helped out on that, hitting her 4th arrow on there and getting a tie. And we got our 2 players right over here, our 2 winners. How'd it feel to fly, you guys? Gina, you first.
It was exciting. I was nervous at first, but it got easier as I went on.
Little Tony?
It was excellent, really.
All right, let's go to our leaderboard right now and check out the scores at the end of our first event. Mo.
First place in our events is worth 300 points, and that goes to both Gina in blue and Tony in purple. Third place with 100 points is Jeremy in red.
All right, that's the end of our first event. There was some sharp shooting, tooting, but now we got Gina spilling her guts. Destroyer, spill your guts. Gina the Destroyer DeBellis is 14 years old. She's a state champion in gymnastics and is on her way to Las Vegas for the national championships. When Gina's not competing, she likes to climb walls. And that's Gina. And maybe her balance will come in handy in our next race. You've all heard of weightlessness, but how many of you have actually raced in it? Well, our next event straps some kid-powered trampolines to our players' feet as they make it around the track in a moon shoes race. Let's get the rules from Maura. Mo.
At the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will bounce around our 300-foot track. Players must stay in the assigned lanes and may not cross the track surface. First player to cross the finish line wins. So, players, on your mark, get set.
And as our players begin their orbit around the track, look at Gina with those massive, massive jumps. She's right there. Now, this may look easy at home, but it all comes down to balance. Oh, Gina takes a tumble, but she tumbled right into her somersault. That is her gymnastics help again, helping herself back up so she doesn't twist her ankle. We're coming down the stretch, and it looks like Crash isn't going to crash at all. He's got to come in for a lunar landing, and there he is. Crash making it number 1, and then we got the Destroyer finishing up number 2. Oh, yes, and Crash helping her up after that. And then we've got little Tony coming in 3rd. A fantastic finish right there. Crash coming across the line first. Let's get the official results from Maura. Mo?
In first place, it's Jeremy in red. In second place, it's Gina in blue. And taking 3rd place is Tony in purple.
Okay. We're going to now look at the replay. And Gina, one of the important parts that probably got her there for 2nd place, to take the 2nd place points, was this tumble right here. She did fall, but right into the somersault. Definitely helping her out there. Crash, we've got Crash, the Jeremy Crash man. Here, Crash, what'd you think about that race? Well, you didn't have any trouble making it around the track. You didn't fall at all.
No, just don't. I just didn't look back. I just kept on going, looking for the goal.
He had no problem looking for the goal, no problem crashing at all. Now, did it feel like a trampoline jumping on that a little bit?
Yeah, it was kind of rough. You don't want to look up. You just want to keep on looking forward.
There, you hear it from the Crash man. Let's go to the leaderboard and Mo. Mo, take it away.
In first place, we have Gina in blue with 500 points. And tying in second with 400 points each, we have Jeremy in red and Tony in purple.
Oh, yeah, that's that. All right, we are coming back for more. You stick around, because Crash is going to spill his guts, and we're going to do some basic training. You stick around. We're back in a flash. Welcome back to Guts, the action sports show that asks, do you have it? They certainly got it today. And before we get to our next event, it's time for Crash to spill his guts. So Crash, spill your guts. Jeremy Crash Salito is 13 years old. He's a soccer enthusiast who's won many awards. When he's not on the field, you might find him practicing his motorcycle safety skills. All right. Yeah, that's Crash. A little Evel Knievel for you. Our next event is called Basic Training. It takes place in our gym, and our obstacles change every day. Take a look at what we got today. We got the cargo net, then the tightrope walk, down the slide for life into this cushion over here, and then into the elastic jungle. Rubber bands all around, up the wall climb, and then down the free fall 7-7. And here we go to Mo for the rules.
Players will be timed from starting line to free fall. They must complete each obstacle before moving on to the next one. Best time wins. Here we go. On your marks, get set.
And Gina, the Destroyer, out to destroy the competition. Oh, she's having some trouble early as she gets up that cargo net. It often trips up a lot of our players here on Guts. Now to the tightrope walk. Big, long strides down the slide for life. She's making good time. She's at 19 seconds right now, and she's through the elastic jungle, and she is getting through that thing fast. She just put her head down, up the wall climb. She's making good time. Down into the bed. Bang! Very good time, people. Very good time. But let's get the official time from our official result referee, Mo.
Gina finishes in 28.7 seconds.
Very good. And looks like Crash is getting ready to get going. We'll take it away to Mo again.
On your mark, get set.
And Crash, determined. Oh, he's got his foot slipped it early. Slipped his foot in that. This cargo net, people, is very hard to get started. Our players are so eager to get through the basic training obstacles, and oftentimes they don't take the time to get their feet in the nylon rungs. And now the slide for life. He is now at 23 seconds. I don't know if he can beat Gina's time on that one, people, but he is making it through the elastic jungle with... Oh, he's getting caught up in the elastic jungle right now, folks. He now has to get up the wall climb. He's still got to get a good time because there's one more player to go, and he's got the free fall. Again, 7 foot 7 inches high. There we go. And that's Crash. And now let's get the official results from Maura. Maura?
Jeremy finishes in 41.2 seconds.
41.2 seconds, so he now takes second place. He can still get second place points because we still have Little Tony to go. And Little Tony is ready and raring to go.
On your mark, get set.
Little T, Tony Barronville. He's a man who loves to do a lot of things, such as skateboarding and baseball. We'll talk about when he spills his guts, and right now, he's making good time. He's at 14 seconds, but he's going to have to really rush if he's going to beat the Destroyer's time. Little Tony's got to get through that elastic jungle, and right now, as you can see, he's at 25 seconds. He can still go for second place. He's not going to get first, but he's got to beat Crash's time. Can he get up that wall? The elastic jungle is not easy to get through. 36 seconds he's at. Is he gonna beat Crash for the second place points? There's Little Tony down into our cushion, and we now have an official time for Maura. Maura, talk to me.
Tony clocks in at 41.6 seconds.
41.6 seconds. An incredible showing by Gina the Destroyer on that obstacle course, our basic training today. Let's now go for the official standings on that from Maura.
In first, we have Gina in blue with 28.7 seconds. In second, Jeremy in red with 41.2 seconds. And in third, Tony in purple with 41.6 seconds.
So Crash just beating Little Tony. Let's watch the Destroyer go through this elastic jungle. I gotta say, I haven't seen anybody go through this faster. She just put her head down. You know she's going to the national competition in gymnastics. She's definitely a limber person. And we have Gina right here. Gina, what was your strategy for getting through that obstacle course? You did fantastic.
Well, I tried to stay really low and under the little net things and just go as fast as I could.
Her strategies was to stay low and get through that elastic jungle as fast as she could. She definitely got through there fast. And now let's go to the leaderboard and more.
Here is the leaderboard. In first, we have Gina in blue with 800 points. In second, Jeremy in red with 600 points. And coming in third is Tony in purple with 500 points.
All righty. And we still have more coming up. But before we do that, let's have Little Tony spill his guts. Tony, spill your guts. Little Tony Barronville is 10 years old. He loves to skateboard and play baseball and football. He recently closed in on a big world record in the 100-yard dash when his mom called him home for dinner. And Little Tony made it home and got a little energy for our next game, which is called Free Kick. We're going to see a lot of soccer balls shot at our players in this next event. Let's go to Maura for the rules. Mo.
Mike, in this event, each player will have 30 seconds to defend their goal against two cannons shooting soccer balls at them. The player who blocks the most balls wins. So, players, on your places, take your mark, get set.
And 30 seconds to stop as many soccer balls as they can. They must remember to be on the balls of their feet of this one because you've got a coming at them from two different angles. Now, in regular soccer, of course, you've got only one ball coming at you at once. Not in this game, no. They're coming from you at both angles. Very strong, fast shots. And we've got time counting down here. We've got to make sure we got... All righty. That's Crash. That's a good shot at Crash. Now, you also got to make... Oh, that's the end of the game right there. And there are a lot of soccer balls out on the floor. Now remember, the agility in this game is the important thing, to make sure that you're getting your hands, your legs, your feet, your head. But let's go to Maura for the results. Mo.
We have a tie in first place. Both Gina in blue and Jeremy in red got 17 blocks each. That leaves Tony in purple third with 13 blocks.
A tie for first place. We're going to take a look at Crash. Let one get by him right there, but he's ready for the next shot, and he gets his left hand down in front of it, his right hand for the next one, and we've got both our winners here for a little interview before our next event. Crash, you got your hands in front of you. You got 17 in front of you. Did they come at you faster than you thought?
Yeah, they worked. That slingshot was kind of tricky and all, but I got it. No problem.
Good job. And Gina, did it hurt when the balls were smacking you all over your body?
Yeah, my hands are a little sore from hitting them.
A little bit sore, but you took first place on that one. A tie for first place, 17 for Crash, 17 for the Destroyer. Let's go to more for the leaderboard.
So far, we have Gina in blue in the lead with 1,100 points. That leaves Jeremy in second with 900 points. Tony in purple third with 600 points.
Oh, yeah! That's the end of Free Kick. It is anybody's game. Oink, oink, said the hungry pig. But the hungry kid said, let me climb the Aggro Crag, because I'm hungry for it. You feel it coming alive? We're coming back in a flash. Guts. We're back and you're back, and our Aggro Crag is asking for our players. So before we get to that, let's take a look at the leaderboard in Mo. Mo!
After 4 events, we have Gina in blue in the lead with 1,100 points. Coming in second is Jeremy in red with 900 points. And in third place, Tony in purple with 600 points.
Okay. That's a look at where they are. Now let's show them how they got there. We all started off with Gina with her gymnastic capabilities, sticking an arrow right on to the target there, and then back up on the aerial bridge. Phenomenal. Look at this shot right here. Bang! Right there, and just drops the crossbow because she's ready for another one. Tying up the score there to 3-3. And then there's Crash, and here we go with Gina again, a determined look on her face as she just bang another crossbow right into our camera. An awesome job on that. Now we go to the Moon Shoes race. Now, I know we've talked about her gymnastics capability a lot, but look right here as she begins to fall and falls right into a somersault there, getting back up. You'll see us then coming around the last bend, and little Tony, also about to fall, tries to make the somersault, but can't finish it off. Crash, ready to not crash land, but to make a smooth landing, a lunar module landing right across the line. He takes first place in that one. Back to Gina again, attacking that jungle. She just put her head down and said, I'm coming through. Saying, knock, knock, I'm ready to climb your wall because, you know something? I'm feeling a little tired, so I think I want to take a nap. Hello, crash land, bang. Yeah, and there you got her in the free kick game, knocking the balls down. All right, so that is that. And this is the Aggro Crag. Anything can happen on this mountain. The mountain is beginning to roar. We have got a mountain where slime floods can hit you, where rocks can fall on top of you, where snow can start spraying in your face. You can fall down a ledge, you can slip. You gotta hit a whole lot of stuff on this. So let's talk to Mo for the rules.
Mike, players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, they must light up each of 6 targets located on their side of the crag. The first person to set off all the targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. Mike.
Okay, and while our players are getting their game faces on, let me remind you about the points. They have skyrocketed in this final event. Third being 375 points, second 550, and first place 725 points. So, the points definitely up there in this final event. Let's go to Mar for the kickoff.
Players, get to your mark, get set.
And they're off! And they are up the mountain! Gina hitting their first actuator. It's not getting up there. It looks like a very close race at this point. There's little Tony, and Gina is in the lead at this point. The rocks falling on top of them. They must hit every single actuator. So Gina, looks like Gina is gonna win it. It's between her and Crash. Gina takes first place. Little Tony has to go back down and hit another actuator, but Crash is having some trouble. He's hit the actuator. Let him get back up there. Crash still having some trouble finishing up there, folks. He is now up there in second place. And then little Tony with the final ascent. Now, as you can see, there are definitely trapped ledges on this Aggro Crag. It is not easy. It can trip you up. The foot holds and the arm holds must be hit with incredible precision because it is a very slippery, slimy rock. There he goes. He takes use of the board, and that's very good. Okay, we are taking a look now at the final ascent for little Tony to the crag. Let's take a look up here. A fantastic finish. Gina with a phenomenal destroying the competition. Let's go to the replay right now. So as you can see on the replay, we've got the climb, we've got snow, we've got actuators, lights going off. There's little Tony realizing he didn't hit the actuator, has to go back down as Gina took the #1 spot. And now we'll take a look at Crash, who took second place. That actuator being hit, no problem, but the rocks beginning to fall on him. You know, that fog is in your face. You do have the goggles on, but it also is not easy to see through. You are held on by, of course, your harness, hitting that other actuator, and then Crash. A little bit of difficulty. Let's now go to Mo for the final results and our scores. Maura, talk to me right now.
Well, it seems the Aggro Crag has decided it once more. In third place, we have Tony in purple with 975 points. In second place, Jeremy in red with 1,450 points. That makes Gina in blue our winner with a whopping 1,825 points. Mike?
A fantastic showing today. The Mountain, yes, deciding it one more time. Our players, very determined through all of our events. You could say Bo knows a heck of a lot, but our players definitely know how to play guts. Phenomenal performance. Now, our players, I just want to remind everybody, they do not get a chance to climb the Aggro Crag before they do it. They tackle it for the first time, and it is the last time. First and last, one time here. Well, who's to say last? They could always come back. Let's now go and give away our medals. In third place, little Tony with the bronze. Little T, a big smile on his face. And Crash, coming in second place, gets the silver medal. That's Jeremy, the Crash Man Crash. And then the lady who knew how to do it all with the gold, Gina, the Destroyer, destroying all of our competition here today. Rock and rolling her way to first place and a piece of our glowing rock. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for our winner today, our Guts champion. I tell you, folks, we just want to say enough is enough, but these kids keep pulling out more guts. They tackled everything with a ferociousness, and I just got one thing to ask this audience. You could say no ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. Do you have it?
All Guts players compete in Reebok athletic shoes. Life is short. Play hard.
Recorded in front of a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida.